Hey, what is going on, everybody out there? This is Jakejames Lugo, Senior Editor here at thecoalition.com, and I wanted to give you guys a little commentary video with some of my impressions and thoughts on new Gundam Breaker for the PlayStation 4 from Bandai Namco. Now, you guys are going to be looking at footage of the game right now. You'll probably see it on screen as I'm talking, but I wanted to give you guys my candid thoughts and my overall impressions of new Gundam Breaker, being someone that is a Gundam fan and who loves anime and was really looking forward to this game. And to be totally honest with you guys, what we got is kind of disappointing, and it's a real shame because I was expecting some cool things from this game, and we ended up getting kind of like a dud. So what am I talking about exactly? Well, if you guys don't know what GUNPLA is, if you guys aren't into Gundam like that, GUNPLA is basically Gundam Play, which is basically constructing the different models and the different figures from the various different Gundam anime series in, like, you know, these kind of like, you know, to scale, like 1/3 or 2/3 type of scale models that look pretty cool in real life. But with this game, it was kind of playing up this like army men / small soldiers type of feel involving the Gundam figures. And I was like, oh, that's pretty damn cool. That sounds like it's going to be really interesting. And what we ended up getting in the final release of this game is something that's a little bit of that, but more kind of with a ham-fisted story that's borrowed from like a tropey anime series. And that's a real shame because it loses its focus and gets away from what is supposed to be the special aspect about this game, which is the Gunpla and the different Gundam figures. So what exactly am I talking about? Basically, in the story mode of this game, you're playing as a regular character, a regular guy that's part of this, you know, anime-based world, and you start attending this high school that is all about Gunpla. It's all about Gundam figures, and the different students that attend this school use simulations, like, you know, different types of like technology and pods to put themselves in like a Gundam-esque world, quote unquote, where they're controlling the different Gundam figures and they're fighting it out in different types of competitions and stuff. And while that sounds a little bit outrageous, you know, just by describing it to you guys, it is even more outrageous and kind of silly and dumb in practice in the game. Overall, I feel like the game just suffers, you know, completely because of this type of story mode. I feel like if they didn't have this and they instead just focused on the different fights and the battles and just random different types of missions that you could get involved with the Gundam figures in various different environments, it would have been a much more stronger experience overall. But as it stands right now, the story mode just, again, it's not that great. It doesn't really tell that great of a story. It's really shallow, really meager. There's a lot of characters that, again, feel very tropey from different anime series. You have the typical, like, you know, crazy girl that's all about the Gundam figures. You have your, you know, childhood friend. You're the hero that, again, was childhood friends with the heroine, you know, the girl that you end up getting together with at the end of the story. It's really kind of, you know, again, very shallow, very predictable. It's not all that great. But what about the fighting? What about the gameplay itself? Probably the biggest problem that I could say about new Gundam Breaker is that there's a lot of technical issues with it. There's a lot of frame rate issues as more characters start appearing on screen and you start fighting more enemies and stuff. It really starts going all over the place. Basically, the battles end up fighting like 3-on-3 types of battles where it's you and 2 other allies against another team of 3, as well as also a neutral force that just appears on the map, which is just random models that are just enemies you could destroy in order to gain not only experience for your Gundam to make yourself stronger, but also to gather parts. And that's really what's supposed to be the core of this game, is gathering the different Gunpla parts to customize your own Gundam, your own figure, as well as also just to be able to buy new figures and new types of, you know, parts to make yourself stronger. However, again, that's not really the focal point of everything that's going on, and it really should be, but unfortunately it's not. It's the story that's really bad that's the focal point of this entire experience. Now, the other thing I have to talk about, which is, again, another big shame, is the multiplayer. The multiplayer is kind of non-existent, which is, again, really disappointing because I tried a bunch of times, you're probably seeing it on the screen right now, to get into some multiplayer sessions, and I just wasn't able to. There's hardly anybody playing this game online right now. There's a lot of different connection issues that the game is experiencing. Could be the different servers that they're running over at Bandai Namco or whatever that's going on. I just could not get into a multiplayer session, and I was really disappointed because clearly there's a couple people that I ran into that got matched up with me in the different rooms, but I couldn't get an actual match started, and I was really disappointed because after you finish the story, there's really not much else to kind of go and do. There is about 30 or so missions in the main story in the single player mode, but again, most of them are kind of like rehashes of previous missions because they have it in like branching paths between different characters, but overall you're still playing the exact same missions across 3 or 4 different types of characters, and again, it's just wildly disappointing. So overall, if you're a Gundam fan, if you like anime and stuff, will you be getting a lot out of New Gundam Breaker? To be totally honest with you, not really. This isn't another good Gundam game. Again, it's another dud in my personal opinion. I'm still looking for that great Gundam game that possibly could not only respect the source material, but also offer something really fun that people that are fans of the series could really enjoy. But to be honest with you, as much as I was really hoping this would be something special and something different, it ended up being a complete dud. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on that. Just wanted to give you guys my candid impressions about New Gundam Breaker. Make sure that you guys look for the review that I'm going to be posting up on the Koalition website very, very soon. I'm going to be posting up a written review for it and probably talking about it on the Co-op podcast sometime down the line. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you. Make sure that you leave a like on this video. Make sure that you leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe to the Koalition's YouTube channel for all our videos related to gaming, podcasts, interviews, event coverage, and a whole bunch of other great stuff. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this, especially for new games that we're reviewing on the website. If you guys want to see like more gameplay commentaries and stuff, put it in the comment section down below. I will talk to you guys again very soon. Peace out and stay epic, everybody.